From 1570, Takeda Shingen was no longer just a powerful lord. He was a potential unifier of Japan. The Tiger of Kai, who had dominated the mountains of Shinano, subdued his internal enemies and fought legendary battles against Yasuji Kenshin. Now set his eyes on the true heart of power, Kyoto, the ancient imperial center and symbol of national authority. But the road there required carving a path through walls of iron, and that meant war with the two largest obstacles to the south, the Imagawa clan, who controlled Suruga, and the growing power of Tokugawa Ieyasu, ally to Oda Nobunaga. Shingen knew his moment had come. He was respected by his allies, feared by enemies, and loved by his soldiers. He had the experience of decades of war, the prestige of great victories, and the strength of a disciplined and fierce clan. It was time to conquer the final plan, reach Kyoto, and assume the title of shogun. The first step of this imperial march was taken with the invasion of Suruga in 1568. The once mighty Imagawa clan, weakened by the tragic death of Magawa Yoshimoto at the Battle of Okahazama, defeated by Oda Nobunaga in 1560, had plunged into successive crises of succession and loss of authority. It was a shadow of its former self. Shingen, with precision and speed, attacked the castles of Suruga, taking Suanpu, the administrative center of the Imagawa. Within months, the territory was annexed to the Takeda domain, consolidating his coastal position and cutting an important link between the Tokugawa and their allies. The destruction of the Imagawa was a demonstration to all of Japan that Shingen was now the most powerful among the Indeep. With Suruga under control, Shingen prepared to cross the more dangerous line, the Mikawa border, the domain of the young and ambitious Tokugawa Ieyasu, who was beginning to emerge as a competent strategist and ally of Oda Nobunaga. In 1572, Shingen marched with his army for the final campaign, aiming to reach Kyoto as the natural leader of a new era. Ieyasu's response was swift. He fortified positions and prepared to face the enemy in Mikitagahara, a plain on the outskirts of Hamamatsu. The ensuing battle was brutal and quick. Shingen, with shock tactics and mobility, smashed the Tokugawa army in December 1572, inflicting a humiliating defeat on young Ieyasu. The Lord of Mikawa was forced to retreat into Hamamatsu Castle, which he deliberately kept with the gates open and torches lit, a psychological ploy that After the victory over Tokugawa, the rear was protected, and the road to Kyoto finally seemed open. After the victory at Mikitagahara, Shingen began his advance towards the imperial capital. Oda Nobunaga, realizing the danger, halted campaigns against other provinces to bolster the defensive line along the Tenryu River and prepare a response to the Takeda advance. Nobunaga knew that if Shingen reached Kyoto, it would be the end of his reign and perhaps the birth of a new shogunate led by the Tiger of Kai. However, Shingen did not delude himself with ease. He knew that the conquest of Kyoto would be arduous. The city was guarded by armies loyal to Nobunaga, and the shogun himself, Ashikaga Yoshiaki, watched everything with anxiety, waiting to see which leader would emerge victorious in this final race. What no one could predict, not even the man who defied destiny, was that the most dangerous enemy was not in a castle or a battlefield, but in his own body. During the march to Kyoto, Shingen fell ill. His condition worsened daily.